Here's the shortstop
Leading
at the
off
plate,
for Detroit,
Javier Baez.
shortstop Javier Baez.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that misses. And the count even 1-1.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
And down on strikes. Now one away.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
So up next, Andy Ibanez. Looking for his first big league hit right here. That one misses in the dirt.
Counts 1-0.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Now a chance for Matt Vierling. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Rojas makes the catch, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Towing the slab in today's game, Kenta Maeda.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
Designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Foul ball there. Soft contact in the air, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting second, right fielder.
And here's the opening day lineup for the reigning World Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog, for a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And they've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year, a World Series title.
And he can't come up with it. Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Batting third, first baseman, number 5.
And ball 1.
No strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Goes Goes to second for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch swinging.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. Outside low. Ball one.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Here's a 2-2. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Freeman headed for third. Coming home. The relay to the plate, but it's offline, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here comes Max Muncy. There's a swing and a drive. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 3-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
2 outs, nobody on. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that drops in for a strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Vierling makes the play, and it's out number 3. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Second inning set to go. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. And down on strikes he goes, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Batting fifth,
Now the left fielder, Justin Henry Malloy, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That misses, and that's ball 1. Yamamoto, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Clips the corner, and it's 2-1.
Ball 3.
And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Wenzel Perez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Back here at Chavez Ravine, Tommy Edman at the plate.
Center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Base hit. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. Here's Kike Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Rojas aboard here at first with nobody out. Cut on and lifted in the air. Perez squeezes it, and there's one down. So the lineup flips
Now
over.
batting,
Shohei Ohtani up to the
hitter,
dish.
Shohei
He's 0 for 1.
Ohtani.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. You look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, the right
Here's
fielder,
Mookie now.
Mookie Betts.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kenta Maeda departs. Not what they were hoping for from the opener, so we'll see a new arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
Detroit.
pitcher for the Tigers,
Number
Jackson
21.
Joe.
I think it's got to be a little
Jackson
tough
Joe.
coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
One out, runner at second. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That one ripped, but foul. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Line drive. Malloy snags it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. A double and a run scored his first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 0-2. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in LA, and here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And that's fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now Jace Young bounced up the middle. Muncy tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here comes Gleyber Torres. That one missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
To the right side, and that's just foul. Gleyber gets a piece, 1 and 2. That one down the line, and foul ball. That missed by a lot. The count now 2 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Throw on to Freeman, and Gleyber Torres retired. And it's a 1-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Max Muncy.
Max
Joe back to work. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. To the right side, finds its way through, base hit, and the leadoff man aboard. The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Edman swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. The other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They lead it, though, 6-0. And we're back out of the fourth.
Tigers,
and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Javier Baez. Outside low, 1-0.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The wind of the pitch. Fly ball down the line. Betts settles underneath it. Rings it in, and there's one away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Ibanez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That's off the mark. 2-0.
2-0.
The Tigers hitless so far in the game.
Nope, that's down.
That's in there. And now 3 balls and a strike. That to right. That's out number 2. So digging in, Matt Vierling.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 down, nobody on here on opening day. That's to third. Hernandez over to first in time. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Down in order go the Tigers. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Bottom 4. And now the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. On the ground. And it stays fair. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Flied to right his first time. And that's in for a strike. Rojas gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hand grab over to first. And he gets him. Nicely done.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That's outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. He hammers one out to center. It's 8-0.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, one away. Now here is Mookie Betts. In the air, out towards right center. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Here's the 0-1. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. And that's going to kick into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Here comes Freddie around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9. Here's Max Muncy. He's already homered in this game. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And that's the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played,
That's a ball.
how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber.
Hey!
Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse
ball,
pressuring me to
strikes.
cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing
Now
excellent
batting,
control and
left
command,
fielder,
not
Justin
walking
Henry
opposing
Malloy.
batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing, because he's coming right after these guys.
One down, base is empty. And that is out of play. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Right through there for a strike.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. And up next for Detroit, Wenzel Perez. Went down on strikes his first time through. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here comes Torque to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That clips the corner.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Strike.
Perez off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. The throw in, and now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. 2 gone with runners at the corners. Jace Young digs in now. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That misses, and now it's even 1-1. On the ground to third. That's a base hit as a run scores. Here's Gleyber Torres. Grounded out his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. Falling behind 2-1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And a strike to Gleyber.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Tigers 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Tyler Holton.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That one lifted to left. Malloy on the move to the alley. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's the center fielder, Tommy Edman, 1 for 2. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Ibanez nabs it, 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. Holton, 28 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2018. Swing and a ball line to center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they still hold it. Back here in L.A., new inning getting started.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 51.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Hit on the ground to short. Rojas sends it to first. Baez gone on the play. And next to hit for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone. And the count 1-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Just missing there. And the count is even 2-2. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think
Now
he was
batting,
so geared
the
up for
center fielder,
fastball.
Matt
Once he
Beerley.
recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
2 down, nobody on. This to center field. Edmonds sprinting for this one. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. Holton back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Meanwhile,
No balls, 2
activity in the bullpen. Tommy Canley getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Rebbia also throwing. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. And it's fouled away. Next offering is fouled back. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything.
Oh, that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
The 0-1. Hammered, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air. Rogers should have this one. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball inside. 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Save! He beats the throw. Good hustle right there.
Well, the throw was right there. He just dropped it.
Now
Didn't
batting,
look it into the
left
pocket.
fielder,
Maybe had a
Justin
little late
Henry
movement on
Lamar.
it and hit the heel of the glove and just clanked. One of those errors where you kind of can't believe it when you do it.
Malloy stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is downstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And next up for the Tigers, Wenzel Perez. And first offering is fouled off. Garcia ready to fire now. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. Rogers over at first with one away. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Spencer Torkelson. And I think Dave Roberts.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 86.
Foul ball there. Two outs.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the frame. Tigers lead 1. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Back here at Chavez. Ravine set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Muncy to hit. The 0-1. Got him swinging. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
1-1.
Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Slings to first, gets the catcher by a step. So 2 down now, and here is Tommy Edman, 1 for 3. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on, and there's a foul ball.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Line to left, and it goes just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Right side, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the 8th. Stepping in, Jace Young. And that's in for a strike. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Fought off foul. Here comes the manager out of the.
Now pitching.
Good take by Torres. The
Number
Tigers
66.
with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the 8th. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Ball. That one misses, and that's ball one. There's the strike. Torres, the runner at second with one away. Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup. And up next for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
No strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It has the distance gone.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Ground ball right side. Muncy sends it to first. That's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this.
Now pitching for Detroit.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Kahnle.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close. Post game.
And first offering is fouled off. Kahnle. In his 10th season, he features a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That one
ball,
not close.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
0-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This one in the air. Rogers in position. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. Go down quietly, but they lead it 9-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jake Rogers. Scott back to work. Slice to right. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch.
And the Dodgers.
Now pitching for the Dodgers. Number
And now
48.
Justin Henry Malloy. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that is out of play. Way high there. Now 1-2. Rogers leads off second with nobody out. That just misses. 2-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Struck him out looking. And the batter now, Wenzel Perez. And that one is inside. On the ground at first. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. And they're down to their last out. And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.